DT Energy has declared a site area emergency on the Enrico Fermi nuclear generating station. The following message is transmitted at the request of the State of Michigan Emergency Management. DT Energy has declared a site area emergency on the Enrico Fermi nuclear generating station. Due to the possibility of a radiation release on the plant's reactor number 1. Due to the site area emergency, local officials have declared a voluntary evacuation for a 10-mile radius from the nuclear plant. This radiological threat includes the city of Monroe, West Monroe and Monroe Charter Township. At this time, the threat to the general public is low. However, you must stay tuned to a local television or radio station for further updates.
Too young
I will
for
never
cigarettes.
do this again.
Shut up, shut up. Dispose the cigarette right now. Meet me in the
Nuclear power plant warning. Nuclear power plant warning. This is not a test. The following message is transmitted at the request of the emergency management offices for the states of Michigan and Ohio. A general emergency has been declared at the Enrico Fermi nuclear generating station due to a massive fire occurring at the power plant. A potential complete meltdown may exist and a mandatory immediate evacuation order has been issued for a 50-mile radius from the plant. This includes the cities of Monroe, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan and Toledo, Ohio. Stay tuned to local television and radio stations for further updates.
Radiological hazard warning. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Michigan and Ohio Emergency Management Offices. A major explosion has occurred at the Enrico Fermi nuclear generating station. A complete meltdown of the plant's reactor number 1 is believed to be occurring and residents within the 50-mile radius must evacuate the area as quickly as possible, as radiation is spreading through the atmosphere and could spread to the cities of Detroit, Michigan, and Toledo, Ohio, within the next few hours. Contraflow has been enacted across the evacuation area and residents must evacuate. If you choose to not evacuate, follow shelter-in-place orders by seeking shelter in a basement or the nearest fallout shelter. Do the following: go inside, bringing in all pets, clothes, and lock all doors and windows. Turn off all ventilation systems, and seal cracks around doors with tape or damp towels, as high amounts of radiation is lethal to the body. Stay tuned to local television and radio stations for further emergency updates.
A nuclear power plant warning has been issued for all residents within a 50-mile radius from the Besse Davis nuclear power station near Oak Harbor, Ohio. The explosion from the Enrico Fermi nuclear generating station near Monroe, Michigan has prompted a major explosion at the Besse Davis nuclear power station and a partial meltdown of reactor number 1 is occurring. Residents within the 50-mile radius must evacuate the area as quickly as possible. Due to the explosion from the Enrico Fermi nuclear generating station, a 50-mile radius around the Besse Davis nuclear power station must evacuate as a full meltdown of the plant is imminent. All of Northwest Ohio are ordered to evacuate away from both the Enrico Fermi and Besse Davis nuclear plants as quickly as possible. Unprecedented amounts of radiation, which will be extremely deadly to the human body, is anticipated, especially in the city of Toledo and surrounding areas. Evacuate now. If you cannot evacuate, seek shelter in a basement or underground shelter. Follow shelter-in-place orders and do not leave your shelter under any circumstances, as extreme amounts of radiation will affect and could significantly weaken or kill any human. Stay tuned to local television, radio, or all hazards radio for important information.
To steal my mom's convertible. Ha 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 ha. Oops, I did not mean to hit that car.
Oh my gosh, I am calling 911. Hello 911, it appears an underage reckless driver is coming off of Retriever Drive. The license plate is a KR266.
Oh no, police. I got it.
It is now too late to evacuate the area as a full meltdown explosion has just occurred at the Besse Davis nuclear power station. Seek shelter now. Do not evacuate.
You are under arrest for reckless driving and destruction to property.
The Ohio and Michigan National Guard in radiation protective equipment will be going door to door to evacuate residences from the disaster area. RPE will be handed out to residences, and then they will be evacuated from the area. Areas affected by the nuclear power plant explosion has been deemed permanently uninhabitable by the United States government. This includes areas within an 80-mile radius from both nuclear power plants. Residences are to permanently abandon the area. Repeating this message, areas of southeastern Michigan and northwest Ohio has been deemed permanently uninhabitable by the United States government, and residences must abandon the area. This concludes this message from the United States government.